guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. My name is Tonia. I'm a travel and a lifestyle vlogger and you're welcome to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe before you go. Well, today I'm here with a video that is supposed to help you if you're planning to apply for a Schengen tourist visa. Like the reasons why you might be rejected. So some of these mistakes that I'm going to list, don't make them, and some advice that I have and tips, make use of them. And if you've already been rejected, sorry about that. You can reapply by learning, the things that you should and shouldn't do from this video. So yes, let's get right into the video. The first thing you want to work on when you want to apply for a Schengen tourist or any kind of Schengen visa is, one, your reason for traveling must be legit. Okay, like don't even try to lie because I did it and it didn't go well. So before I finally moved to Italy a very long time ago, like I applied for France. France is also a Schengen country, and I got rejected. Yes, I was denied, and this was their reason. They said my reason for stay was, basically the long English they were speaking was that the reason that I gave for wanting to travel to France was not very reliable. That was what they said. So, and to be honest, in all honesty, my reason for wanting to go to France was a total lie, because I had no plans of going to France. Because France is a Schengen country, if you have one Schengen country's visa, you can travel to the rest of the Schengen countries. So my plan was to go to another Schengen country with the France visa that I have, because it doesn't matter. That was my plan. So that's why my reason for going to France was a bit flimsy and they cut me. The thing you need to know about these people is that they're extremely very well trained and they're very educated and they are smart. These people behave like they have four eyes, like they can see what you can't see. So when you think you're trying to outsmart them, they will catch you. So all I'm trying to say in essence is try not to lie. Like try as much as you can to be very honest about a lot of things, because when I tried it the second time, they gave it to me because like everything I put there was really what I wanted to go do. Your reason for wanting to travel must be legit. Okay. Number 2. You must not submit any document that is fake. They will catch you. They know. They will find it and they will fish it out. And that will cause your visa to be denied. I tell you, like literally, they're going to deny it. Like they know. You think they don't confirm things, but I found out that they really do. So when you submit like false document, lies, like they will call and they will confirm, and it will be that you're lying. And like they have no reason to give you a visa if you're lying about like this, something this small. If you're being honest, then why not submit the real thing? There are so many ways to get your itinerary without having to book like a fake flight or lie. I have another video all explaining the documents that you can submit and how to get them for your Schengen visas. So if you haven't seen that, it's going to be in the description box below. You can check that after watching this video. So that's another reason why your visa might get or was rejected or denied. You need to submit legit documents. Do not false any document. Do not lie. Do not go and pay anybody to forge anything that is a lie, because they will know and they will deny your visa. This reason has been a lot of problems for people. Insufficient funds. See, don't even go. Don't apply. If you're trying to apply for a Schengen visa, no matter the type, they are very specific when it comes to like funds. You need to have like, I really don't know how much, but I feel like they have a layout that they have for how much you need to have. They're obviously going to reject you because they feel like, why should we give you a visa if you can't even afford to go to this country and come back? And sometimes insufficient fund can mean that you're trying to run away from your country, because obviously you're not making enough money out here. That's why your account is red. You can't even afford, some certain things in your country. So how should you be able to afford this trip? You get the point, and it makes a lot of sense, So like if you want to apply, you need to have enough money in your account, and if you don't, As I said before, I have a video on how you can prove sufficient funds if you don't have sufficient funds. You get a sponsor. I already made that video. It's down below. Just click on the link after this and you can watch that. If your insurance is invalid or does not exist, or maybe is forged or a lie, they will reject it because they don't want you to go to their country and fall sick and there's no way to take care of you, or you become a burden for the government. So that's another thing. Your insurance, your travel insurance has to be the real deal. It must not be fake. This one is like a tip. Like, if any letter you want to submit, if the letter is like, maybe for example, a letter from your school, a letter from your company where you work, or a letter from somebody that is like high up there that has like a company or something, it would be nice if you print those kind of like letters and documents on a letter-headed papers. It kind of helps because it goes far to explain that this organization, this school, this company is legit. You get? So like, this is just a tip. Like, if you're, for example, when I was applying for Schengen visa for the first time, I was going just for tourist purposes, and I had to submit an introduction letter from my company. I had to submit my official employment letter. I had to submit so many things that had to come from my company, and I printed that on my company's letterhead. So literally, a letterhead is like, it's not a regular plain paper. The top has like the name of the company, the address of the company, and like a phone number. That goes as far as saying that this is not a lie, it's a real company and it does exist. And if you want to confirm, go to this address, call this number. You get the point? So letterheads go really far. So if you have like that kind of opportunity, use it. It's a good tip, right? Yeah. When it comes to your travel itinerary, you have to be very smart about it. Like, you need to specifically say where you're going to, at what day, where you're going to stay, when you're going to leave. Your itinerary has to be really, really clean. That goes a long way in explaining things to the consular, that you're going on the 22nd, you plan to stay in this hotel, and that on the 30th you're leaving and you're going to this next state or the next city or the next Schengen country. You have to explain it. If you're planning to go to multiple Schengen countries, your itinerary need to prove that you're leaving, for example, Netherlands on this day, and you're going to Ireland on this day, and you're going to France on this day. Like, it literally needs to be explained. So like, if you make a mistake or that thing is not very well explained, that could cause your visa to be rejected, because it's like, if you really have this thing worked out so much, how come you don't even know what you're planning to go do out there, or where you're going to stay, or when you're going there, So that's another thing. You have to be very smart about your itinerary. Your itinerary has to be has to be on the same line with your travel documents that you're submitting. You get, like, it has to tally. So that's another thing. I don't know how to explain this one, but it is self-explanatory. If you have any kind of criminal records, or like you've been to jail before, or like you've done something that the police has been involved before, this can cause your visa to be denied or rejected, because like you committed a crime and all of that. And a lot of the Schengen countries don't want anybody that will come cause problems for them, so they would rather have you not come over, So that it's very, very simple. I don't have to explain much. It's that simple. If you've had any kind of criminal records before, they might reject you for these reasons. So another thing is, your passport, which is your international passport that is supposed to have the visa stamped in, must not be damaged in any way. Your passport must not be like almost expired or dirty. Like, your passport needs to be clean. It needs to have enough pages. Like, I think they say it needs to have at least 3 pages that has not been used. And then obviously it needs to have enough time in it, So that's something you must have to put into consideration. So that way if you need to do a new passport before you submit your application or not. So I feel like I've really covered a lot when it comes to this topic. Just be smart about everything. Don't lie about anything. Like, like as I said before, they are very, very smart people, well educated and well trained. So don't try to outsmart them, because they would surprise you. Like, you will be shocked as the way they will just reject you anyhow. So be smart about it. I can say these things because I have tried and gotten rejected before, and obviously I live in a Schengen country, so like I am in a good position to tell you all of these things because I have experienced both sides. I've experienced being given multiple Schengen visas, because moving to Italy was not the first time applying for Schengen visa. As I said, I've applied to France, I've applied to like other Schengen places before moving here. So like I'm on, like, I've experienced both sides of being given multiple Schengen visas and actually being rejected. So like, take it from me, if you can just follow this simple rules like that I've given, just make sure that things are in order, make sure that your account is sufficient, make sure that you're not lying about the reason why you're staying there, make sure that your itinerary is in place, make sure that you're not trying to run away, because they will know. Even if you're trying to run away, make sure you're smart about it. But I wouldn't advise you to do that. If you want to move to any country, move well, move legally, because sometimes after you end up moving there with the tourist visa, you're just going to become a refugee, and then that's not going to be good, because you're not going to be able to have a job and all of those things that people like us benefit from being here legally. So be smart, be smart, be smart. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel before you leave if you haven't, and yes, I will see you guys in my next video. Ciao.